Everybody, next episode of Hugh Clark's Transgender Hate Mail, Homosexual Hate Mail, Atheist Hate Mail. Try to get centered here. Atheist Hate Mail. In my, basically, church shirt. I like that kind of shirt. But yeah, basically hanging out. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of comments that I got from YouTube and DeviantArt that are responses to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. Yeah, let's continue. Go on. All right. I say to this person, there's basically this awesome new battle starts here. I don't know if I have all of that much of it, but I have some. And this girl, for more ovaries, is saying basically is the person. I called the screen caps here the FTM, or female to male gay men stamp comments, meaning female to male, transgender. A girl wants to be a boy, but then she says she's gay for boys. She's a girl, so it's not gay. So it's really sad. And she says, also, you clearly haven't seen my hips. It's scary. I'm like, no. The normal female hips. Female. Yeah. And I say, you're not fighting dysphoria in the best way possible. Lying about your biological sex with preferred pronouns and hiding your sexual traits with deceptive clothing is only causing more problems. You are now afraid that people will see through your disguise. The best way to fight dysphoria is to learn that it is wrong about your body. True. Study the science. I spelled study wrong. Study the science of your anatomy, human anatomy, and then you will see that there's nothing you need to lie and say you're something you're not. You are a normal human being, and there's no need to transition at all. Girl says, "Look, I appreciate that you honestly seem to want to be the best for me, but you need to follow the actual science of what medical professionals have studied and lied about, and said is the best way to alleviate this for you, and lied about, and what actually works for me by lying. Here's a study. There's more than where that came from. Study. Link. I won't. I know not. I don't care about. So I want say what it is. That's bullcrap. Filled with transgender bullcrap. You can say lots of things, but you can't actually say that you know what makes me feel better. Well, I feel better, but in some way, feel better? No. I don't know what feel better, but be better, yes. Yeah, Christianity. Then she quotes me saying, lying about your biological sex and preferred pronouns and hiding your sexual traits with deceptive clothing is only causing more problems. Like, what problems? Lying. Fear of people find out the truth. That's the problem. And she says, well, I've only felt better with each step of transitioning. Well, lying. As long as the lie holds out. And also, what the heck is deceptive clothing? I cut out that word because I don't cuss. WTF is deceptive clothing. Baggy clothes that hide your breasts and other curves. That's what that is. I'm not afraid of being found out. Yes, she is. As long as the person that exposed me doesn't get all weird about it, they act like I'm a serial killer or something, so she's afraid of being found out. If I'm afraid of anything, it's getting murdered. Yes, that does happen, and it's been frightfully close to happening to me, she says. That sucks. That's effed up. That's what happened. Yes, her brain is a problem. No, it's not. No. It's her thinking that's the problem. She has to work on that. Not my actual body. However, if there was a way other than transition to get rid of this for you, well, you can't really get rid of it because it's an attack of the enemy, so it'll always come at you. You gotta resist it. Okay? I would have found it. I tried everything, not everything. It only made me depressed to ends. I don't wish one of my worst enemy. Does that the alleviation come after the depression? Do you get super depressed and then die and then go to heaven? Tell me how that works. You feel sad for a while, but then you realize that it's not so bad because it's normal. You learn, you grow. And that's how it's supposed to work. You realize that your body's normal and there's no need to change it. Go. Let's see, how does that work? I have taken biology and health classes and ignored them, apparently. I know what a uterus is. Yes, it's important. I know what a uterus does. Yes, it's important. It holds babies and menstrual fluid and eggs. Menstrual fluid and eggs. It's female. Yes. I know what breasts are. They're memory glands that females get. Thank you. I know what breasts do. They feed babies and look amazing. I know what a penis is. It's a male organ that pumps sperm, pleasures females, and pumps sperm into them. Yes. I know what a penis does. Yes. I know what testicles are. Yes, they create sperm to fertilize the female's eggs. Okay. What's next? I know what testicles do. Did that lead to sudden epiphany of that? Oh, so that's what it does. I'm completely comfortable in skin now. Okay, that's wrong. No one will ever be comfortable in skin. That's the issue. That's what they have to learn. They will never be comfortable in skin, but it's important to do what we can to learn to be more comfortable in skin enough not to try and transition, aka lie about what biological sex we are for different treatment. Continue on. No, it did not. No, it did not. Another thing that science says is that your anatomy does not dictate your gender. No, it doesn't. See, gender is identity. Okay, so that's where. Although it does align for about 90% of the population, not really. For those whose anatomy does not align with their gender, their identity. Transition is the best way to cure the discomfort they feel with their bodies. No, it's not. It's the worst way because you're like, I'm going to fix my body, fix this thing that works perfectly, and does things normally. I'm going to fix it to match my thought process, which obviously isn't wrong because I hear it's not. People say it isn't. No, man, it is. I want this. I want my body, which is real and flesh, tangible, to match this stuff that's imaginary. How do I do that? You can't. Sorry. Continue on. No. Trans people have a lot of brain structures more similar to the identified gender or not. Actually, they don't. Not all the time. Link that talks about people whose brain structure look male or look female in comparison to their bodies. But there are also people, of course, whose brains match their bodies, but they say they're trans anyway, so it doesn't work. Yeah. And I say brain structure does not matter. A brain is just a brain. And resisting, aka ignoring reality, is not a good way to fix anything. I'm glad you understand human anatomy. I say, click. But in tradition, aka, now you need to learn that is all you get, and it is not wrong. Dysphoria is, because I'm trying to emphasize, dysphoria, that feeling that something is wrong with your body when nothing is the problem. It is lying to you. It is lying to people. Okay, it lies to everyone, and it goes beyond biological sex. It goes to color. It goes to height and weight. It goes all over the place. That's what it does. Okay. And it's wrong. It is fear. It is fear. It is anger. It is hatred. It is of the dark side. It is trying to destroy us. It's trying to deceive us, doing bad things. So we gotta stay away from it. Let's go. And she says, "Just a brain, huh? My brain is my entire being." No, your mind. She doesn't understand the difference between body and spirit. I prefer to simplify it to mind. Okay, because basically body is tangible, but the mind is not tangible. Okay, and that basically is your spirit. Your mind is your spirit. Stuff that is untangible. Basically, but it's you. You and your body. I like that. You and your body. Okay? But she doesn't understand the difference between her and her body. So she's thinking, I gotta fix this because something's wrong with it according to what the people who don't know are lying to me are saying. So, continue on. If you break us down, people themselves are just the 3-pound wrinkly meat computers that live in our heads. No, we're minds. We're spirit. We are beyond physical, obviously, because when we die, the physical remains, including the brain. But including the brain, but the person's gone. There's something more to a person than just their physical being, and that is their mind, their spirit. So sorry, she got it wrong. Continue on here. If the brain allows for thoughts, feelings, senses, memories, dreams, existence. The brain can process that in certain ways, but there's more to it. There are spirits. There are our minds. So the skeleton protects the brain and gives the body its form. Yes, that's the skeleton. The muscles move the bones. Yes, the internal organs keep the brain running and help it process things. Yes, it does. Or sometimes they help the being create more smaller beings. The skin protects all that. Yes. Great. Now that we've had basic biology out of the way, doesn't it seem a little silly to look at one tiny formation of a person's animated suit of armor and decide it's more than a person's entire being? Yeah, it knows more than a person's entire being. No, that's the stuff you get. Once you give me a solid, unbiased, peer-reviewed study that I like, perhaps I'll take you seriously. Yeah, she'll never take you seriously. I keep fighting. I say, you're confusing brains with minds. Okay. You're using brains with minds. Yes, brains control bodily functions, but the mind is what makes you you, and the mind is sexless. Male and female organs are for reproduction. They have no identity beyond that. So saying your identity is as a male or female, you identify as a male or a female does not work. Trying to help these people